Hi, welcome to Love Saranghae with Peter and Andrea. In the next 30 minutes, we'll take you on a journey into the exciting world of entrepreneurship, relationships, and the secrets behind achieving that coveted glow. Are you ready? Let's go.
Welcome back to another episode of Love Saranghae with us, Peter and Andrea. Today, we're answering a question from one of our customers. Her name is Janine, a 55-year-old listener experiencing dryness, sensitivity, and skin changes through her menopausal journey. Her question is one so many women can relate to. What's the number one product I should start with to bring back hydration and glow to my skin? So let's dive in and unpack what really is happening with skin during this stage of life and how layering the right Korean skincare routine can make all the difference. And I just want to add here, it might not be what you expect.
Okay, so here's a question from Janine, and then my wife, Andrea, will answer, and I will interject with some color commentary. So, hello. Saranghae, I am a 55-year-old Black woman experiencing menopausal symptoms such as sensitivity, dryness, sagging, and forehead wrinkles. What is the one product you recommend I start in the collection? Thank you, Janine J. All right, and do you want to take this over?
Yes, I do. Welcome and thanks for writing in, Janine. It always is so helpful to us to hear what your skin questions are, because then that sort of guides our education and product development. So thank you for that. As we know, the skin of Black women is typically different from the skin of an Asian woman or a North European woman, for example. And it needs different care. Most Black women produce higher concentrations of melanin and lower concentrations of ceramide. So you lose moisture more quickly, leaving the skin looking a bit ashen or gray looking. However, because your skin is generally slightly more oily, we have a slightly different suggestion for you. My thought is that you probably look 10 years younger than you actually think you do. So I wouldn't worry too much. But what I think you need is the proper cleanser and exfoliation. So women that I've supported typically are not washing their face properly or enough, and they're not exfoliating correctly. So I'm not saying you need to go in there and scrub your face with like coffee scrubs, and so no, that's not what I mean. But what I'm talking about is like a double cleanser, something that's really going to be effective at cleaning those pores out and really not stripping the moisture, but keeping the hydration into your face. Just don't try to look for products that don't have alcohol in them.
So just to kind of interject or support what Andrea is saying, every ethnic group has a different need, slightly different need in how to care for your skin from when you're young all the way to when you're a little older. For Black women, especially in the younger stages, exfoliation and cleansing is the most important because Black people or Black women produce more sebum initially in the younger stages. That's why you have a lot more acne buildup. And for men, they have a lot of like ingrown hairs because there's a lot of activation going on underneath the skin. As you get older, obviously, with menopause, you lose a lot of that sebum, so it feels dry. But you're still more oily than, let's say, a Northern European skin. So it's a double-edged sword. In one hand, the sebum and dead skin leads to that ashen look, a lot of breakouts. But because your skin is oily by nature, you probably look about 10 to 15 years younger than let's say a Northern European skin. So there are slightly different needs. Now, when you get to a certain age, everybody is looking for moisture because estrogen drops and sebum production goes down. So for Janine, it's really about cleansing, moisturizing, and then just a lot of healing serums and creams to help build that ceramide up and to protect the outer skin. Not a lot of concentrates for Janine. Okay?
So that's where I would say that you might be surprised, is that a lot of people think when you're older is you need the harsher actives like retinol and vitamin C. And I would argue that that's not necessarily the case, especially with women who have more sebum production. I find that the more effective products is more of a foundational skincare routine. So minus the active. So cleanser, a toner. The toner is the gentle exfoliation part, which I was speaking about earlier, to remove any last traces of dead skin, buildup, etc. It also prepares the skin for what's to come in the routine. So the number one product I would recommend for you is a cleanser. That's the most important thing right now, is to really make sure that you're cleaning out your skin. The toner is optional, but I do highly recommend the toner to everybody. Then people are like, yeah, I need a toner. I disagree. I think everyone needs a toner. I think the skin surface looks so much better with the toner than without. But that's just my opinion. Okay, so the other products that we are recommending, and I know you said one product, and I find it really hard to recommend just one because they work together. And they work so much better together than individually apart. So I will recommend a few more for you, and it's entirely up to you how you want to use them. But my suggestion is the cleanser as well as the Saranghae Ultra Moisture Trio, which is 3 core products. So we have the Snelmnesen, the Aurora Serum, and the Aurora Bioactive Collagen Cream as well as a gift. And we also have the Firm and Lift Regeneration Cream. So you got 2 creams. One of them is a gift with purchase, which is the Aurora Bioactive Cream. We do that on purpose because we know that the Firm and Lift Regeneration Cream is quite thick and it's very hydrating. And so that is your perfect cream for nighttime. And then in the daytime, if you wear makeup, we find that the Aurora Bioactive Cream is a little bit thinner, lighter, and it looks really nice with makeup application on top.
Yeah.
So
one caveat to that, though, is that if you live in New York City and it's middle of January, I will guarantee you that you'll be wanting that Firm and
Depends where you live.
Lift. Yeah, Firm and Lift Regeneration Cream, because in those conditions, you just want as maximum hydration, moisture, and protection as possible.
Yeah, that's true. It does depend where you are in the world. Okay, so if we're talking about routines, I'm going to give you a suggested AM and PM skincare routine with the products that I just suggested. So if you're doing a morning routine, which I hope you are, you can either use a cleanser or you can just rinse your face with lukewarm water and pat dry. The cleanser, I would suggest, if acne is a problem for you, I would suggest using it in the morning as well. If not, if it's just dryness and dehydration that is your primary concern, then I wouldn't use the cleanser in the morning. It's not necessary unless you had like a sweaty workout or something. Okay, so step 1, either rinse with water or a cleanser. Step 2 is the Aurora Bioactive Collagen Serum. A few pumps in the hand and just press it into your face. And wait a few seconds before you apply the next step so the product has time to penetrate the skin effectively. Step 3, I would suggest to be your Common Glow Snelmnesen 96. That is very healing, very hydrating, and full of antioxidants, iron, zinc, peptides. It's one of nature's greatest concoctions for your skin, if you will. And then number 4, if this is a daytime routine and your skin isn't super dry and it's not the middle of winter in New York City, then you would apply the Bioactive Collagen Cream. And finally, if you had an SPF, that's where it would go. We recommend ours, of course, the SPF, Let's Get Physical Sheer UV Defense SPF 50. And we love it because it's mineral, it's sheer, it's zinc oxide. It's just a beautiful formula that's really good for your skin. And the bonus is you can use it on your grandkids and your kids. Today, do you want to add anything to that?
So, and people have asked this question, and it is true. We named our sunscreen after Olivia Newton-John's song, Let's Get Physical, Physical. Yes, so it is true. It's in honor of her. We actually named it the day she passed away. Yeah. So we're like, how do we remember this great actress? So that's what happened.
Yeah, I remember that. All right, so let's do the PM routine now. So always, always, always in the PM routine, you need a cleanser and a good one because this is how you're getting rid of the day's environmental stresses like pollution. You're getting rid of the makeup. You're getting rid of all the gunk that's been on your face all day long, and you do not want to sleep with that. So put on the cleanser dry hands, dry face. Rub it into your face because that's where the oil binds to the oil. The oil in your face binds to the oil of the product and it pulls it out. And then you're going to add water and wash it, foam up and wash it away. And that is the best chance of getting rid of your red lipstick, your mascara, everything. Okay? Step 2, you're going to apply the Aurora Bioactive Collagen Serum. Step 3 is the Common Glow Serum Lotion. And step 4 would be the Firm and Lift Regeneration Cream. So you have to sort of test this out and see what works best for you in terms of which cream you're using when. But I always recommend the Firm and Lift at night. And if your skin is a bit oilier, then you can use the Aurora cream in the daytime.
Yeah. So that's the AM and PM routine for Janine recommended. And obviously there's room for wiggle there. The 2 optional products that you could consider for the future, one is the 2% AHA, BHA pore minimizing exfoliant. So the AHA is the lactic acid and the BHA is the salicylic acid at 2% concentration. It's a strong liquid exfoliant that can use perhaps once or twice a week to exfoliate away excess sebum and dead skin. So think of it as like a chemical peel. It's a mild chemical peel. And for people who have a lot of sebum and who have oily skin, this is really good. It takes away almost everything in terms of dead skin, sebum, buildup. It takes the top layer of skin right off, right? So you get a very smooth skin to work with, right? It'll give your skin a little bit of a sheen and allow the serums and creams to actually penetrate and work properly, not just build upon each other. The second is the Nourishing Radiance Beauty Elixir. In the event that you need more moisturization, again, Chicago, New York City, January, really windy, very, very dry. This is a facial oil you would use as a final step at night, sometimes even during the day, whether if you go out there with on a windy day. But it's an oil-based product. It's like your rosehip oil. It's a combination of skin oils that kind of like stay on top, a little bit of absorption, and it's pretty heavy. So I don't recommend it for everyone, but if you really, really need that extra moisture, it's really good product for that. So I personally use it when I go mountain climbing during the daytime.
That kind of you discovered how amazing it was.
This is actually the reason why we formulated this particular product. We needed that product that could withstand severe conditions, extreme conditions.
So think of like if you're skiing, cross-country, even especially downhill skiing, this is like, there's no burns.
Yeah.
There's no, it's just your skin is so protected.
Every time we have given or we have sold the elixir to someone who skis or who enjoys outdoors in the wintertime, they have come back amazed, awed that their skin looked and felt like it was protected like a sheet of armor when they were doing their activity. And it's also non-comedogenic, which means it doesn't clog your pores. So it's a really good product for that.
It's also something you can use with a facial massage or gua sha. We have customers who use the gua sha with this oil, or they just use their hand, but they use it as a facial massage element.
Yeah. Now I'm going to finish this skincare Q&A with 5 suggestions or notes that I always give to our customers. Number 1 is allow for about 45 seconds to a minute in between each step for each product to fully absorb. Most of our products. I'm not
waiting 45 seconds to a minute.
Go like this. All right, so maybe 30 seconds.
I will do like 20 seconds.
That's fine.
30.
As long as your products are fully absorbed or close to fully absorbed, that's fine. Okay? Second is apply when skin is damp. So, right? Except for the cleanser, which is applied when your skin is dry. And skin should be not completely dry, but also not sopping wet. The reason why is this, right? So most 90% of all skincare serums and creams are water-based. Some are oil-based, but it's mostly water-based. So when you add products to a skin that is really, really wet, it dissolves and it dilutes the concentration of your products. Yeah. And then it actually evaporates with the water, right? So you want the skin to be damp because when your skin is damp, your pores open up and it allows the products to absorb, but you don't want it to be completely wet because then it dissolves and dilutes your product. So don't do that, okay? You're looking for that sweet ground when your skin is a little moist. Yeah. Number 3 is we recommend using concentrated correctives like vitamin C or retinol, azelaic at night to start with. There are instances where you can use them during the day, but you have to wear sunscreen because a lot of these products are UV sensitive. AHA/BH is another one, right? And also be aware that you should not mix all these products together during the same routine because not all correctives are meant to be combined. Now, there'll be derms out there that say, well, that's not true. Yes, you're right. There are people out there who can combine retinol, vitamin C, AHA, and nothing happens to their skin. Out of 6.5 billion people on this planet, there will be one or two that they can do this with, but not you.
You're not special.
But not you. But people in the middle, your face will burn. It will peel and it will irritate. So please, yes. So please work up to it. It's like if you want to go deadlift 500 pounds, great, but work up to it. Okay. Yeah. All right. So don't look at that person that puts all of this to get on and say, well, I can be that person too. Yeah, maybe in about a year or two, but not right now.
Not yet.
Don't mix. Just be careful. Okay. Number 4, sunscreen. If there's anything you do, like let's say you have no money, let's say God came down and said you can only use one product. That one product has to be sunscreen. Sunscreen is the single most effective tool against future hyperpigmentation and skin aging. If you don't wear sunscreen, it's like taking 1 step forward and 3 steps back. Okay? So use your sunscreen. I'm going to say it right now. Use the damn sunscreen. And number 5, if you're currently planning to use any very concentrated prescription skincare medication like tretinoin or exfoliants, chemical peels, please contact us for consultation before you mix products together because we will tell you how to mix them properly for best results and minimum irritation. Okay? Those 5 points are gold and apply to every situation.
All right. Well, I hope that answers your question, Janine. Without knowing many other things, I know you asked for one most effective product, but in our world, it doesn't work that way. They really do work best together. So I hope that's okay. And with everyone listening, if your skin feels dry, tight, or tired lately, remember your skin is not broken. It's simply asking for more nourishment, care, and most definitely hydration.
Yeah.
So when we embrace ritual that focuses on gentle cleansing, deep hydration, and consistency, we're not just transforming our skin, we're reconnecting with ourselves. If you'd like to submit your own skincare question for a future episode, you can do so through our website at lovesaranghae.com under the consultation dropdown. From there, you can submit a question and we will answer it on one of our next podcast episodes. If that feels like too much for you, you can also DM us either questions on Instagram, and we'll include it in our next skincare episode. I hope you enjoyed listening today, and until next time, love your skin, love yourself, love one another, and love the world.
Thank you. Bye.
Thanks for listening to Love Saranghae with us, Peter and Andrea. If you've enjoyed this episode, leave us a review. Your ratings and reviews help more people like you find our show. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss an episode and share this podcast with someone you think would love it. Until next time, love yourself, love one another, and love the world.